is Meg, but more importantly, we want to get to know every single one of you.
Now, who's here today visiting for the very first time? Oh, so many. Now, we heard that a bunch of you are actually visiting from around the world. Who here is from overseas? Yeah, just as many. Well, we want to find out how far and wide you all come from today. So we're going to shout out some countries and continents. We want you to get loud and proud and make some noise. So, who is here today from the USA? Okay, well, how about some friendly competition? Anybody here from Canada? Nice one. Alright, who's here from the UK? There's everyone. Okay, let's bring this a little bit closer to home. How about Asia? Asia, yes, nice to see you. Ooh, okay, what about our favourite cousins from across the Tasman, New Zealand? Yeah, nice to see you.
Amazing. And where are our homegrown heroes? Anybody here from Australia? We love a bit of Aussie pride here in the Crocodile. We hope you're all having an amazing day, falling in love with all of our animals that play the important role as ambassadors for our wild counterparts.
Yeah, they sure do. And we've asked a friend to show you all just how easy it can be to make a positive change to the environment.
Our beautiful Nicole is making smart choices with his can.
By using this container to change bin, and we can be sure that this can is being saved from becoming litter or landfill. But keep your eyes peeled because there are so many of these bins all the way around the zoo, so we can all take a step towards a cleaner Australia.
But it doesn't just stop there. Continue your conservation efforts by collecting and recycling your empties outside of the zoo as well.
And hey, if our birds can do it, so can we. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nico.
Well, Tiara, that's got me in a pretty good mood, and you look like you're in a good mood too. So how about we give out some free stuff? But does anybody here actually like free stuff?
Yeah, we all like free stuff, but we also know that nothing in this world is truly for free. So we do need to get a little bit silly for our prizes today, and we are at a zoo, so I'm thinking some animal impersonations.
Ooh, okay, but we have two prizes, so how about we split the crocodile in half?
Yeah, good one. Let's go right underneath the big screen, and I'm going to cover area. Everyone on this side, you're group number 1.
Beautiful, and everybody from this section over to underneath the big screen, you are my amazing group number 2.
Alright, group number 1, we're up first, but I'm thinking we need a bit of inspiration. So, Meg, can you please give us some examples? What do you want to see over here?
Ooh, okay. Now I'm thinking a group of animals. First, how about some giraffes?
Ooh, yeah, okay.
And some cute little meerkats.
Yeah.
And then my ultimate favourite, we have the rhino.
Well, alright, so we're going to the Africa Centre. Alright, group number 1, Meg has spoken, but there are so many of you. So we need to see you stand up and stand out to win that free stuff. Your best African animals on 3, 2, 1, go!
Giraffes, meerkats, rhinos.
Okay, group number 1, you can settle down. That was fantastic. I was loving the effort, but I don't think I can go past the mum and baby duo over here. Yes, that was so cute. Now, in order to officially win your prize, can we please all see that again? On 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, yes. Baby elephant, you don't need to see it. There's a prize coming up your way.
Amazing. Well, group number 2, it is our turn, but I think we've had enough of the African animals, so how about Tiara? You pick one for us to do.
Yes, alrighties. I'm thinking that I want to see just one single animal.
Okay.
Your best, most creative chickens.
Okay, guys, are we ready to try our best chickens? Alright, now all you have to do is stand up to stand out, and I want to see your best chickens in 3, 2, 1, go! again. Alright, are we ready? For your prize, I want to see that one again. In 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Your prize is coming your way. Stay right there.
Well, we do really should give a prize to each and every one of you, but we promise the Wildlife Warrior show coming up will be prize enough.
Now, Tiara, I heard it's actually a very special birthday today. Anna is turning 13. Happy birthday, Anna, wherever you are.
Hey, happy birthday! And a huge happy birthday to anyone else out there today that might be celebrating their birthday with us at the zoo.
Amazing, but now I think it's time that we pay tribute to the man himself, Steve Irwin!
Woo!
If it wasn't for his love, passion, and dedication, none of this and none of us would be here at the zoo today. Now, Steve is famous for a lot of things, but he was particularly famous for one word. Can anybody tell me what that word is?
Yeah, crikey, that's the one. So what we're going to do now is what we call here at Australia Zoo a good old-fashioned cry cough. So group number 1, we are now in competition with group number 2, which means on the count of 3, I want you all to jump up out of your seats, thumbs in the air, and yell crikey as loud as you can in honor of Steve. And group number 2 over there, you're going to try and beat us.
Oh, we will. But we are quite competitive, so I think we pick a judge, and I'm going to go right up here to the sound box. But either of you like to be a judge, please?
Yes.
Amazing. Now, all you have to do is listen out and pick the loudest side.
Yeah, should be pretty easy. Alright, group number 1, we're up first, and we do have the numbers, but they get to hear us, so we need to be extra loud. We are going for your loudest and your proudest crikey on 3, 2, 1. Yes, group number 1, that is how it's done.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good, guys. Group number 2, they may be a little bit larger than us, but I do believe that we can win today, okay? Are we ready? I want your loudest cronies in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, it was pretty cute, but I think we're going to need to throw it up to the judge. Who's it going to be?
Group number 2! Okay, guys! Congratulations! You've just won your very own Wildlife Warriors Cry Cup. Stick around, enjoy the show. Group number 1, hi. Unfortunately, you have lost today. And here at Australia Zoo, we have a very particular set of rules, which says I'm going to need you to stand up, grab your bags, somebody come grab Tiara, and leave.
Oh, whoa, group number 1, are we going to leave?
No.
No, we are not. Do we want to stick around and see some wildlife? That's right, sit back, relax, and enjoy Australian Zoo Wildlife Warriors.
Enjoy the show.
For your safety and the safety of our animals, we ask that you please remain seated at all times. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Welcome to my Australia Zoo. From here, where you're sitting in the Crocodile, we want you to learn and appreciate how gorgeous crocodiles really are. You'll be looking at one of the most ancient animals on the face of the earth, and it's our responsibility to make sure that crocodilians survive for another 60 million years. So don't forget, crocs rule here at Australia Zoo, here at the Crocodile. Woo! Come with me, share it with me, share my wildlife with me, because humans want to save things that they love. My job, my mission, the reason I've been put onto this planet is to save wildlife. And I thank you for coming with me. Yeah, let's get it.
Welcome to Wildlife Warriors!
Thank you for joining us in this celebration of wildlife and conservation. It's because of Steve's Dream that we bring you some of our gorgeous animals from around the world.
These marbles flying over your heads are macaws, native to Central and
That's
from a
beautiful.
small parrot to Isaac, which
That is
can roll
awesome.
over and move along.
They all have unique personalities and looks. Those feather lines on their faces are just like our fingerprints, unmatchable to any other.
Unfortunately, because of this beauty, people steal them from their forest homes and sell them as pets. But you can help keep them flying free by always saying no to the illegal wildlife trade.
And trust us, you don't want to commit to a pet bird that lives to be 100 years old, staying forever as hyperactive as a 5-year-old child.
Very true.
But, Tiara, I think we should take this from feathers to scales. These remarkable reptiles joining you today were some of Steve's favourites.
There are so many species of reptiles, from lizards to tortoises, from snakes to crocodilians. But the diverse species have many similarities.
Australia has the most reptiles of any country, and we're home to the most venomous snake in the world, the inland taipan. But the snakes joining you today are of the non-venomous variety, and they have grown up right here at the zoo, feeling very comfy around people.
But it's
Loma
important to
python.
always be cautious around snakes, as you can never be certain one is not venomous.
Yeah, identifying a snake as venomous or not can be really difficult. I know I find it challenging.
Me too. And if a snake is ever feeling cornered or threatened, the only way they can protect themselves is to bite. So it makes sense that we hear most people are bitten whilst trying to catch or even worse, kill a snake.
Fortunately for us, first aid for an Australian snake bite is actually really simple and effective. If you or one of your mates was ever unlucky enough to be bitten by an Australian snake, there's just one thing that you need.
And that is a compression bandage. Most believe snakes have venom that attack the bloodstream, but it's actually the lymphatic system. So treating that back quickly is important.
Now, if you don't have one, you can use a piece of fabric or even a towel as a last resort, but always using the same method as that bandage.
Well, I think there's no one better to demonstrate how to use that compression bandage than Steve and Terry.
Here in Australia, we've got a technique that we use if you get bitten by a snake. It's very successful. Here's a snake right there. It's the giant road snake, highly venomous. Ah! It's bitten me. Right on the head. Right there. Terry! I've been bitten by a snake.
What kind of snake?
A road snake. Highly venomous road snake.
Not the giant.
There it is right there.
Be calm.
Be calm. The road snake got it. The road snake's still there. You have to lay down. Okay. Wait here. You can see where the fang marks are.
Yes, I can see the fang marks. I have a pressure bandage. So
No,
no, you must lay down and be calm.
Okay, I'm calm now.
Are you calm?
But I might die.
No, you won't die if you are calm. I'm putting the pressure bandage on.
Okay.
Does it kind of hurt because it's really going on tight?
Yeah, it's a little bit tight.
Okay, don't cry.
I'll try hard.
Okay, pressure bandage is going on all the way up the limb. Do you know why we put the pressure bandage on?
No.
Because the venom goes into the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system processes the venom through your whole body. So if we put the pressure bandage on, it keeps the venom in your arm, which can't kill you. But if it goes through your whole body, then you will be doomed.
No, dude.
Yes.
That road snake.
Yes, but stay calm and I will save you.
Okay.
Okay, are you being calm?
I'm calm.
Now I have to carry you to the car.
You kidding?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Keep your arms still.
Okay, still.
And we will walk to the car.
Okay.
We love that video so much, and we're so lucky to still have that footage. But in all seriousness, we will recap those 3 simple steps.
Step 1, keep calm and still.
Step 2, apply that compression bandage. Not so tight that you're cutting off circulation, just use the same pressure you would on a sprained ankle or a wrist.
And step number 3, call an ambulance. Make sure your patient stays still and calm until it arrives, and always let the help come to you.
It is truly some great advice. But Meg, I think that's our cue to get on out of here, so Hannah can take you all to the wetlands.
Thank you so much, ladies. It is so important to know our snake bite first stage. But you're all in for a little bit of a treat, as I'm about to introduce you to a very different group of animals with some pretty special adaptations to be able to survive and hunt. Now, here in Australia, we're home to a wide variety of bird life, including some species of bird that can swim and dive as deep and as fast as fish. Now, that's exactly how cormorants like these two catch their aquatic meals. We've just been joined by Albert and Scuba. Albert, the larger of the two, is a greater cormorant, while Scuba, with that two-tone coloration, well, she's a little pied cormorant.
Now, as you can see, these two are pretty much perfectly adapted for life under the water. And that's because they lack that water-resistant coating on their feathers that many other birds do have. While this is great for life under the water, a bird simply cannot take to the skies with wet feathers. That's why it's so common to see our cormorants line up along the riverbeds with their wings outstretched, just as if they're shaking themselves out to dry. Now, Albert and Scuba, they are just 2 of 5 species of cormorant that call Australia home. So if you're lucky and you keep your eyes peeled, you may just spot some of Albert and Scuba's friends. Now, not just our cormorants, but all of our waterbird species, they do rely heavily on our waterways for their survival. That's why it's so important that we all play our part, binning our rubbish and ensuring the survival of these amazing birds for generations to come. Thank you.
I feel that we can educate people about our wildlife and therefore protect it. Through education comes conservation about the importance and the significance of the little furry animals like kangaroos and koalas, but also the animals deemed dangerous, like the large saltwater crocodiles, the venomous snakes, poisonous spiders, great white sharks. They're very important and integral creatures in our entire world. It's all about looking after the wildlife, about being fair dinkum about the wildlife. Of course, habitat is the one thing that we have to maintain. Without any habitat, we haven't got a hope of saving our animals.
Australia's native wildlife is some of the most magnificent in this world.
Unfortunately, the impacts of our roads, land clearing and even domestic pets lead to a growing number of sick, injured and displaced animals.
Steve established the Australia Zoo Wildlife Hospital and Rescue Unit in 2004 in his mother's memory.
It is now one of the largest and the busiest purpose-built wildlife hospitals in the world, giving around 10,000 animals life-saving treatment per year.
If you ever find sick or injured wildlife, always call your local wildlife service.
Our rescue unit is on call to assist in the rescue of all Australian native wildlife, just like the beautiful birds joining you now.
Beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Our native birds are so impressive in flight and they have very distinct calls. If you keep your eyes and ears open, you might be lucky enough to see some of these beautiful birds flying around Australia. But all of our wildlife relies so heavily on the bush for their food and for shelter.
So let's make a difference. Whoever you are, wherever you live, grow a native plant in your backyard, and sooner or later you'll have amazing native wildlife at your place.
Well, please put your hands together for our incredible Australia Zoo free flying birds. Well, that leaves us just one thing left to do.
Let's do it.
Who wants to see the crocs?
Yeah.
At 13.5 feet long, weighing in at 300 kilograms, your crocodile today is Casper.
You're in for a treat today. Casper is your croc. Millions of years ago, dinosaurs roamed the earth. Right now, you're about to meet one of these living fossils, a link to those
Gosh,
creatures
dang.
of the past.
There are 27 species of crocodilia, from alligators to gharials, from caimans to true crocs. They are the world's most perfect and unchanged predator, surviving challenges and eras where most others have failed.
But most impressive of all is Australia's apex predator, the animal that towers above all other species of reptile.
The saltwater crocodile grows to be the largest and most aggressive of the species, and you're about to see one for yourself in the world's only Crocoseum.
The perimeters are secure and Casper is slowly making his way out. Steve designed the Crocoseum with crystal clear water to showcase the crocodile, the the animal at the top of our food chain. Today, with Casper's help, we're going to clear up a few common croc myths and show you all how to stay safe out in crocodile territory.
In the wild, crocodiles use the murkiness of the water to camouflage themselves from their prey. But today, we're going to reveal to you the true art of the crocodile. You're going to see for yourself how they hunt, stalk, and strike.
Now, if you were to see the crocodile from an aerial perspective, you notice that we have 7 male saltwater crocodiles, one for each day of the week. I'm here to tell you all about him is Alan. Please make him feel welcome. It's the Australian new croc team.
Yeah.
Are we having a good day? There's 4 people on this side having a good day. Are we having a good day?
Yeah.
That is more like it. School holidays, and we've got an absolute beast of a croc coming out today. He's Casper. Now, Casper is very different to a whole heap of our other crocs, and with his help, we're going to teach you a whole lot about crocs. But not only that, how to stay safe in croc territory. Now, crocs are awesome. We want everyone to go away and appreciate them and love them. But what we want is for you guys to also be able to go out up to Northern Australia, have a great time, see our crocs, but come back safely, because it's all about croc conservation. If you can go up, check out our crocs, come back safely, you're appreciating our crocs for their natural role in the ecosystem, but you're also looking after our crocs, keeping them safe. Now, hopefully if you guys just do the opposite of what Jimbo, myself and Harry do today, you'll be just fine up in Northern Australia. Now, take note of Casper as he makes his way out of the canal system, just like Jimbo, splashing the water there. He's not on the surface of the water at all. He is cool, calm, collected, not making a ripple at all. If this was dark, deep, murky water, you'd have no idea that he's slowly making his way out. They have scoots on the back of his back. That what they do is they create a current and a counter current, which will cancel each other out. So if he's in knee-deep water, you'd have no idea he's there, completely undetected. And luckily for Casper, he doesn't have to see, smell, or hear us know exactly where we are. He can feel the vibrations that I send out with my feet through little integumentary sense organs. They feel the vibrations. Something as small as a rat or a bandicoot on the side of the water, he can hone exactly on where it is without exposing himself at all up until the last minute where he locks himself in, has a cheeky look to see where I am. Come on, Casper. And then comes that very slowly. Come on, Casper.
Oh, good Lord.
There it is. Get up for Casper, everybody.
Yeah.
Tip the nose to the base of the tail as a strike range for a croc, and they can do that just like that in the blink of an eye, so hard and fast that nothing can escape the croc. Now, what they do is they strike out for food, but they also strike out for territory, and there's no one better to get a territorial response than Jimbo, who Casper hates the most.
Yeah, thanks mate. You see from Casper there that initial strike is what makes this animal so incredibly dangerous. It is so easy to coincide with this ultimate ambush predator. In and around the water, stay back from the water's edge, and you'll never come in conflict with this modern day dinosaur. As you see, he slowly sets himself up, then he exposes himself a little bit, trying to make sure you don't know he's there at all. Does that initial big strike, makes his way out. Come on mate, look at the food, not me. Ooh. Yeah, I bet that folks, that initial big strike from the water's edge. Alright folks, now it's not just those big pearly white teeth that makes us need new underwear every time we do a new show. It is that jaw pressure. They have got the highest jaw pressure out of any animal on the planet. They have got 3,000 pounds per square inch of closing jaw pressure, which means if they grab hold of a food item on the chest or the head, it's all over. You're not coming back out. As you see him slowly moving through the shallows, he slowly exposes himself, but those lumps and bumps along his back create currents and countercurrents. They're called osteoderms, so it gives him the natural ability to move through very shallow water and you won't even know he's there. It's absolutely incredible. What do you reckon, Alan?
Awesome work. Now we're going to go to a different way that crocs grow themselves something to eat. This is what we call the tail walk. It's not a trick we've had to teach Casper. or any of our crocs how to do. It's something they know how to do the day they hatch out of the egg. They're 15 centimetres long and everything, and I mean everything, including saltwater crocs, would love to eat another baby saltwater croc. So when they hatch out, they go straight into the reeds and the mangroves, and they start doing this method. They start tail walking things like insects, little frogs, hang out in the reeds so they're well protected and able to still catch themselves something to eat. And then that food item changes. As they get bigger, they start eating a whole heap of different things. Things like a Casper size birds hanging out over the surface of the water, flying fox colonies. If you're a flying fox, you'd actually sit at the bottom of the tree for a new one, or a little bubba, hang out right at the low section, and as you drop to go and fly, the salties tail walk. They plant their feet at the bottom of the pond just like he's doing now, and they launch themselves up vertically out of the water. Just like that, go for Casper. Awesome work. Using that tail, awesome. Using that tail to launch himself and get his head up and over the top of this rail. Some of our other salties do it way better, and Casper's still a beast. Give it up for him. Awesome work. So, let that be a lesson. If you're ever up in Northern Australia, that might look like a nice place to flick a lure, read a book, those beautiful Melaleuca trees, even get a post for Instagram. People have been taken by tail-walking crocs in the past, so please don't remain in the water. I'll pass you to Jimbo for one last. Speaking of Casper.
Thanks, mate. Now, these crocodiles have been on this planet for 160 million years, evolving to be able to be the ultimate ambush predator in and around the water's edge. Now, as you see, he's slowly coming towards me. Hopefully I can get him out and show him some of the absolutely incredible anatomy of this animal. Once again, he's slowly setting himself up, trying to plant his feet. He's trying to cut me off a little bit. He's trying to outsmart me. Now, I'm not the smartest fella, so hopefully I'll win. Come on, Casper. You see, they're very cumbersome and very slow on the land. Come on, big fella. Look at the food you got me, eh? At the food. Come on, Casper. You gonna look up? Oh, Alec, can you grab that, mate?
Nah, bro, you
There's no way I'm going there.
You can get that, right?
Oh, I'm not grabbing that now. But as you see, as he's on the land there, folks, I could move backwards quicker than he can actually come forwards towards me. Now, the whole anatomy of this absolutely incredible animal points to one thing. You might be able to notice on top of his head, his ears, eyes and nose are all situated on top of his head. He has the natural ability to expose the smallest part of his body, and you won't know there's a good part of 4 meters and about 400 kilos of laying underneath it. His nose, his ears and his throat, he can shut off from water. He's got a third eyelid that works as a goggle underneath. Then as you make your way down that incredible body, he's got a massive big gut, and in his back legs he's got webbed feet just like a duck. And then that extremely powerful tail to propel him from the water. Now, these are things that all point to one thing, folks, the water, in and around the water. Now, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is and sit down in front of the big fella. Hopefully a little bit over here.
You can lay it.
Lay down a bit.
Yeah, go on, put your money
But I
down.
think I'll be further than if that's the case. But as you see, folks, even with me laying here, not going to lay here too long, he's not coming forward. But as soon as I go near his water, he does nothing. But usually, oh, here we go. It's a territorial aspect, and he knows that's where he's dangerous. When I'm in front of him, he knows he can't chase me down on land. But in and around the water's edge, that's where they're the ultimate ambush predator. There is 3 very, very simple rules, folks, to be able to coincide with these modern day dinosaurs. The first one is please stand at least 5 meters back from the water's edge. There is no fishing manual out there that says you have to be waist deep throwing your lure. If you can't throw your fishing rod from this far back, fair dinkum, you probably shouldn't be fishing anyway. The next one, folks, please don't overhang the water up in Northern Australia, just like Alex showed us. Unfortunately, people have been taken by that method. And the third and final one, which I probably shouldn't have to say, folks, is please don't go swimming with crocodiles. Every body of water up in Northern Australia where there is crocodiles, there is hundreds of signs to show you that there is. If we can coincide with this absolutely incredible animal, we keep our northern ecosystems thriving. They're the roof of the house, the ultimate animal that keeps that ecosystem thriving. Not only do they keep the animals underneath them intact, they get rid of our feral pests at the same time. Unfortunately, when there is a bad interaction with one of these incredible animals, there is always the calls to come or take the eggs from the wild, and it's further from the truth. If we take these guys out of the bush, unfortunately, like I said, that ecosystem starts to diminish. So if we can please just go away with a little bit better appreciation that we can easily live inside of it. Some of the apex predators from all over the world, they can swim fast learners, they can climb fast learners, they can outrun us. This bloke, he's only got one aspect of how we need to stay safe. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, exactly right. We don't expect you guys today to go away loving crocs like Jimbo and myself. We can talk about it all day. The largest living reptile can hold his breath upwards of 8 hours at a time. Like I said, we're a little bit fanatical. What we do want is you guys to go away with that great respect and appreciation for the vital role that he plays up in our northern waterways. Now, Steve out there on the big screen, loves crocs and all wildlife with everything he had, and is absolutely no secret to anyone. What he did is he passed that passion and that enthusiasm on to everyone that works here at the zoo today, and hopefully to Holly for you guys as well. So on that note, we'd like to say thank you so much for coming to the zoo today, helping us keep Steve's dream and his planet alive. Have a great rest of the day, everyone.
My dad taught me from a very early age, be at one with the sun, feel its heart, and I am. I've got to get the camera, I've got to be right in there. I have to get right fair smack into the action. Here we go, look at this, I've got to push it to the limit. Danger, danger, danger. Like jump on a crop, I'm a little white, in the hand, stop me. I'm on top of the world, push it to the limit. We get to do the wildest things in the world. Push it to the limit. You come with me, I want to share it with you. Come with me, share my wildlife with me. This is just such a special moment. This is what I want to share with you. All I want to do is show you the beauty of this animal. I'm going to help you so carefully. See the light in charge. Did you see that? Holy smokes, holy smokes. It's on the side of the back of the stack.
Legend made real.
I just won't stop because I feel so passionate. Passionate about all of our wildlife. I'm on top of the world. Push it to the limit. I get to do the wildest things in the world. Push it to the limit. I'm on top of the world. Push it to the limit. I get to do the wildest things in the world. This is like a dream come true. Need to come with me, I wanna share it with you. Come with me, share my world with me.
YouTube channel.